Hello, fellow watchers and enjoyers. Ash and Piggy back here again from Watching Walford, bringing you Watching Walford episode 77. That means we've been doing this for at least 77 weeks. And that is, 2 years and 20... That is 1 year and 23 weeks. Today's episode is going to cover the biggest storylines and takeaways from week 23 of 2024. All the episodes from the 17th of June all the way to the 20th. And the main stories are... There's a lot of kind of stories intertwined. Usually I just go about the topic and kind of intertwine it. But this one, I just kind of went what happened. And what happened is Maya and Harvey. There's a little bit of the sub-story talking about that stuff. There's obviously the christening of Jordan, which results in Pastor Clayton being a fucking creep again, and some small justice for Yolande. The Father's Day blues, there's a ridiculous Father's Day fishing trip, which buckled me to no end. Will Mitchell, that is, struggles with sextortion. People probe the Six. Phil and Sharon, and then people probe the Six even more. That's the order of topics. That's the order of service. And when will you get the order of service? Well, after likely about half an hour. Usually the podcast goes half an hour shooting the shit, and then half an hour onwards you talk about the EastEnders. But last week we broke the trend and we talked shit for like an hour, 20 minutes. So who the fuck knows? It's the week off. It's, maybe we're a bit more full of beans. But there we are. So now we enter the shooting the shit part of the podcast. Piggy, mate, how are you doing? There we are, the week off. We've had a week off. Who knows what's getting gapped in? Not me.
Yeah, I've been doing good. This is very weird for me because now I have a second monitor. So I'm just looking over to the side and I hear Simple Plan playing in my ear. Which is an alright band, it's an alright band. I've only listened to two albums actually by them. I want to listen to more, but they're how can I describe it? They're a band that is more like you need them when you just want a little giggle. Does that make sense? Like how people view Weezer.
A Simple Plan, the one who did I'm addicted to you, that fucking song.
Maybe.
They do that one?
Probably.
Oh, I'm just a kid. Yeah. Everybody's had their Simple Plan phase.
Yeah.
But it's a very, I'd imagine it's a very surface level one, and then you advance to more. But yeah, we're talking about your week, not your opinions on Simple Plan and two of their albums. Keep it rolling.
I'm doing good. I just enjoyed my week off. Got a second monitor, of course. I might sneeze. So it's all going rosy. It's all going rosy. Everything's going grand. I'm gonna switch to two cams for the rest of this segment. How have you been, mate?
Fucking hell, this was a podcast first. Piggy first asked me how I'm doing, which never happens. And the second hasn't spent the first 10 minutes of the podcast talking about nonsense. As I'll dub it, knobbery. Yeah, it's been a decent week. It's been quite a chill one. It always happens. The first week of the week off is fucking incredible. But then the second week just happens, and I'm like, why the fuck do I want 2 weeks? This shit. Oh, he's joking. Jesus Christ. Fucking hell. Fucking hell, mate. You're right.
I'm alright, yeah.
Fucking hell. But yeah, it's always with how it works. Is that the first week off to me is like fucking perfect. It's great. I'll peak early. All right, the first week, gold. Played Stardew Valley the whole of the first week. Lovely stuff. This week, I've just been farting about doing nothing. That's what I've been fucking doing. I don't know why. I don't know why it happens, but I'm ready to get back. You have the first week off, bliss. Second week, like, all right, it's been fun, but I'm itching to do stuff again. But it has been nice. I've made 2-3 videos over the time we've been off. I had to do a little news video, but other than that, it's been chilling. Fucking. I'm doing it again, mate. I'm on another health kick. I've decided as of this morning, gonna watch the calories that I'd be putting in of my body. I went for a walk, which was good fun. It's a nice little get some fresh air. Because unsurprisingly, in what we do is sitting in front of a camera talking. There's not really too much activity going on in this line of work. So I don't know. It's time to actually sort my shit out and not just be the weight that I don't want to be. Like I like to think I carry it relatively well. It's not. I'm not. I don't look too large, but I'm a lot heavier than I would like to be. So, through some time. But you immediately get that fucking clarity because I then looked. I was like, all right, I bought some stuff on Amazon. I'm like, oh fucking hell, all right. What did I get? I bought Pringles. I'm like, oh fucking hell. Like the night before me is not helping current me, is it? It's like, oh yeah, I'm gonna be healthy. You bought 3 packs of Pringles. I'm like, oh, why'd I do that then? Like, why the fuck did I do that?
Well, lads, I gotta eat the Pringles. Well, shit.
No, gotta get some discipline going. It's just like fucking. I don't know. Why do I even do it? I don't even want Pringles. I likely just hand off some of them. I'll hand off a can each to my brothers, and then I'll have mine slowly. But yeah, fucking hell. Like the night before me isn't helping current me. But it's feeling good though. I've never really tried to be super in depth with like a diet. I've never really taken it seriously enough to think about counting calories. So it's a new little thing for me. But this also has happened today. So will there be progress? Will there not? Who the fuck knows? It's like, because I've been doing like little bits of exercise, and by little bits, I've just been doing press ups whenever I remember, and I'm feeling slightly better because I'm building up some of that core muscle again. Because I'm obviously not fucking used to any of it for ages. Building up a bit of that core muscle, but the problem being is I'm looking at it and I'm like, yeah, I'm like my stomach's getting flatter, and it's like, yeah, but I'm still fat. I'm still chubby around the middle, for fuck's sake. Just because there's a lovely little plaster in front, slightly flatter than it used to be, doesn't mean I'm where I want to be. So, fucking, yeah. But yesterday me isn't helping current me, for fuck's sake. Why do I keep doing it to myself? Who knows? Fucking yesterday I helped my sister and her fiance move house, which absolutely kicked my ass because it was the first day of summer and it was also warm as fuck. So it's like, yeah, perfect time to move everything around. Like, in moving, would you rather prefer like fucking dripping rain or like heat? I don't know.
The dripping rain would be horrible if you're moving a couch.
Yeah.
If I ever told you the story of like when my auntie and the uncle moved into a flat, they couldn't. Like, do you know that sort of Friends where they're trying to get the couch up the stairs? They could not get the couch up the stairs. There's such a narrow hallway, or such a narrow stairs. So like, they're like, fuck this, just get the fucking couch up the stairs. Fuck this. They couldn't even
we got to do a novel concept where, in moving a chair, we took the legs off. And obviously, in the previous line of work, we had a boss man who was like, just pivot it through the door. It's like, yeah, but what if he took the legs off? Nah, I don't need to take the legs off. And then sometimes we'd be having to take the fucking legs off halfway through when the door was when the chair was in the fucking door. Because like, it doesn't fit, take the legs off. It's like, we could have done this before, man. We're just assembling it afterwards, for fuck's sake. Like, but no, it was pretty great. It's one of those funny things where we're a very quiet family. We're not very talkative, I can't lie. And there's no surprise. The biggest surprise is how much I can talk about EastEnders for no fucking reason. Like I'll be talking to my one brother who still watches EastEnders, and I'll be like, oh, I guess how long this fucking tier list video went, and he went, I was like, oh, like an hour, and I'm like, 2 hours 50, fucking hell. And then he's like, I couldn't even talk about anything for that long. Like, it's just not how it works. But yeah, like, and it's just seeing, because obviously, it's my sister's fiance. And all I go is he seems nice. Doesn't talk much, but you don't need to dazzle me. I don't talk much either. All he said is, "All right, done now. Yeah, sound. Cheers." That's how easily impressed I am. It's a skill. He impressed me with no words, just actions. And that was when I shagged it now. So yeah. But yeah, what else you been up to, mate?
Nothing. I've been looking at a bit of news, and I have found the article because I brought this up to make sure it was all right to read. I want to say we do not condone this, but this is happened in America, and I do not condone this. But still, this teacher in January on a slave auction, a mock slave auction, I should add, a mock slave auction. Yeah, the teacher remained unnamed.
I completely forgot what this segment is about, but yeah, keep going.
But he's a 5th grade teacher. It's about year 5, so it's about like 9-10-year-olds basically.
Yeah.
Yeah, in April, the mock occurred at the start of the year in January during a history lesson on economy of southern colonies, which included slavery. The educator asked 2 children sitting in the front, who were of colour, to stand, and the educator and class discussed physical attributes, i.e. teeth and strength. This is...
It is getting a bit stranger. It definitely is.
And then
keep going.
And then basically, the second incident was by reading out loud from a book and using a slur, which obviously we know what the slur is. It rhymes with digger, which the district confirmed does not appear in the book. So this slur was just ad-libbing racial slurs. So
he's just banging out the slurs, just like what? Just yeah. And then I said, "Hey," absolute like, just what? How? Why does he think this is good? Like, I get the idea. You want to depict, from what I'm getting, you want to depict what it would have been like in like the cotton plantations and working it, and like, what I assume the owners would have chosen the workers for, but like maybe not when you're year 5. Like, it was a big thing where Texas, they wanted to stop teaching because America's getting a bit mental. Like, Texas tried to rule that you can't teach the Martin Luther King speech and the story because that was inherently racist towards white people, which is hilarious because it's like, they're trying to get fucking civil rights, for fuck's sake. Trying to get rights. It's racist to white people. That speech is race. It's like, well, no, it's fucking not, is it? I want one day for white kids and black kids to be able to fucking coexist and be happy and to have no discrimination. Nah, that speech is racist. Like, I get maybe some people might think, oh, a bit much, that Martin Luther King fella, Jesus, what does he want? Fucking civil, fucking hell. That a bit much. Not my words, of course. And some, you may not want to teach some stuff. I don't think you need to depict what this teacher's trying to fucking depict. Like, that is a bit much.
I mean, also in like America, they were trying to, maybe they passed it, but they were trying to like ban books on like queerness and everything. Stop fucking like drag queens teaching in school, not teaching, what's the word, reading books in school. Like, and trying to like get rid of pronouns, which would also include, like, if like, let's just say the president's Bill Clinton and his wife Hillary, that means then you can't go Mr. President Bill Clinton and Mrs. Vice President or First Lady, whatever it is, Hillary Clinton. You know?
Fucking vice president for being married to the fucking leader. Yeah, it's one of those things where people do dumb stuff. Because people have a lot of people just have one issue that they really despise. And for some people it's the trans issue, some people it's the vaccine. And there are reasons to agree and disagree about whatever the fuck you want. I have my own views. I'm not going to police yours. But there's usually just one issue where someone can be really progressive about some things. But then they're suddenly a raging transphobe for some reason, and they will never be able to get past it. And it's really funny, but it's also really just stupid. Really progressive, really, really, just fighting the good fight. But that fucking vaccine's killing our kids. What? We were just having a normal conversation. Fucking, what do you mean? And look, have reviews. When I'm not the fucking despise you. I got my own. Who the fuck cares? But it is funny how it feels like there's always just that one thing that really everything else normal, and then just suddenly my favorite political leader was just insert fucking dictator who slaughtered genocided a fucking population. Sound. That's reasonable. That.
What a nice man. Things I could say. Music.
But don't teach kids. Look, it's good to teach kids about the history of civil rights in America. It's a great thing to teach. You can learn a lot from it. Maybe not depict a plantation and pick out. I assume it was 2 kids of color.
It was.
The 2 kids of color and go, ha! If this was 100, if this was, my history's not good. If this was in a certain amount of time ago, you would be working the field. No, it's just maybe just don't do that. Sometimes parents complain about fucking nothing. I'd be complaining if I was that kid.
I would be too. It's just how the fuck did they fucking get past this? You can't, right? How can I say? You can't just tell a fucking, what's the word I'm looking for? You can't just go up to a teacher and go, "Hey Bob, you know what I'm teaching today? I'm doing a mock slave option." Obviously, yeah, you probably have to keep that silent.
Yeah.
And you'd probably have to sign an NDA.
You wouldn't. I don't think that got. I can't imagine that got clearance.
I'm just imagining the principal sign me up. I'll be there at 2:00, Johnny. Don't you fucking worry. I'll be there. Well. Just in the background,
Yeah, just teachers are weird, man. You're teaching impressionable kids. It's like there's a big conversation where people are teaching kids about gender and sexuality early on. So people are yeah, well, you should be able to do that. I'm like, why? It's not like you're fucking indoctrinating these kids. You have to leave some room for the kids to believe what they want. It's not like in year 3 you're getting a big gay parade and here's why being gay is the best thing in the world. And it's I'm gay now. It's that's not how it fucking works, is it? Got to educate so the kids don't fuck themselves up internalizing this shit.
Speaking of gay, I do have a story.
It is June.
It is June. The 2 of them. One of them is Kurt Cobain. Don't ask me why he's involved here, but someone did he takes vocals from songs, so say Blink-182, I Miss You. They take Tom saying Where Are You. They put in a funny scenario, basically. And for context, Kurt Cobain was not homophobic or racist. He fucking hated homophobes and racist people.
Obviously, you know that because you know him personally.
Yeah, I know. No, he just wrote it somewhere. I read it, they wrote it somewhere. So I'm like, apparently he just couldn't stand the fuckers. And basically, it's because it's June. Someone just put the audio clip of him saying everyone is gay, and him holding a LGBTQ flag. And obviously in the comments, everyone going, Kurt Cobain is not part of the Groby committee. How fucking dare you? I knew Kurt Cobain personally.
I just think that the discourse around it's just social media's making us all dumb. It's the fucking big problem. We're just all fucking idiots, aren't we? I saw this thing and fucking I saw this thing where it's just a tweet. So because obviously Justin Timberlake had a DUI or and it's just like, why is everybody saying he was drunk or he was taking drugs? Maybe he was just drunk on a feeling, and it's like he was high on poppers, on weed, on alcohol. It's like, guys, just fuck it, can we stop just taking stupid narratives and believing them?
Also another one is from a pro wrestler called MJF. He he tweeted, "My friend, Legally Gavin," that's the Twitter handle, it's not actually Legally Gavin, I'd assume, was bullied in school for being gay. The picture was taken when he was a senior and didn't have a date to prom. So I took him to make everyone feel stupid. Happy Pride Month. Remember, hate everyone equally. And then obviously you had like people going, "I'm disabled. Where's my little holiday? My leg was blown off in the Vietnam War. I only have one testicle. Where's my fucking Pride Parade?" Ooh. And I'm like, shut up. Even though some of the comments were like fucking funny, just like, my arm got amputated. And I'm autistic and struggle to be dyslexic. Where's my little Pride Parade? Woo woo, boo hoo parade. I'm like, oh, grow the fuck up.
It's like, guys, it worked so hard to get to this point where you can actually have a month to fucking be proud. Like, just fucking one step at a time, boys. We've gotten this far. Let's fucking feel proud of where we're at. There's a very large group of people who are gay or who are queer. Like, it's just, yeah, I don't understand why people are just like, where's my parade? Who the fuck cares? Like,
it's just a thing.
Like, I'm technically a part of the LGBTQIA plus spectrum. I'm technically involved. Don't really need to be, but I agree that the representation is pretty important. Like, if someone doesn't have to go through what I went through trying to figure out what the fuck my sexuality is, through seeing it like on TV or seeing it in a book or in a comic, anyone seeing that shit, I'm fucking great. You didn't have to go through my shit. Didn't have to go through me trying to do these things and being like, something feels wrong here. Like, it's a good thing to have. Well, I don't even know where this fucking podcast is going. It's just been a weird little talk.
Obviously, Ash is asexual, so he's the representation of this.
And I'm autistic. Look at me. I'm full of minorities.
Exactly. And he's white.
Dual heritage. You know, born in Wales.
Yeah.
Born in Wales, raised in England.
It's tough for a Welshman raised in England, I'll tell you that.
Exactly. Even if I was discriminated against as a baby for taking up a Welsh bed, you know, love the Welsh. No, it's one of those weird fucking things, man.
I just imagining a Welsh family with like.
And that's why I'll use it to talk about all of the things that don't apply to me and have takes on everything. No, fucking course not. But representation good. You know what's not good though. I mean, this will become a not gammony, because I don't think either of us are particularly gammony, but this is a fucking, you know what's not good? England at the fucking Euros. Fucking, they drew a game against Denmark. The fake Germans. I don't even know. I'm trying to inhabit a very football focused gammon.
Like, I didn't save the video for your own sake.
Southgate out.
I didn't save the video for your own sake, right? But you know the Seven Nation Army?
Yeah.
believe that's the song of the band. I believe.
Yeah, Seven Nation Army is a song.
Yeah, a bunch of English supporters.
By the White Stripes.
Yeah, a bunch of English supporters, 2 women, basically did a cover. But
yeah, I've seen this.
Oh, it's fucking shit, isn't it? It's coming home.
It's not good, but I kind of love it because that probably gave them so much traction. Like, I don't fucking care. I hope their OnlyFans is bussing. I hope they're getting all the angry, like, I hate you, I hate you. I hate you, here's my $3. Like, it was shit, but fuck you, I don't care. They're gonna get that fucking Skrilla. You know, do what you gotta.
I just went, you could have picked any other song. Now.
Like, no, but it's supposed to be a known song, and it's supposed to be shit. It's a bit of marketing. Look, they're 2. I assume from what I could tell, they're 2 people who are on OnlyFans, and also make their kind of shtick out of being a kind of a football content creator, whatever that content may be. And obviously, you know, yeah, great. You sound like all the fucking people. Oh, ruining football. Do you even know what the offside rule is? You're like fucking gatekeeping fuckers. Yeah, like, fuck them. Have them. Take that money. You earned it. Fuck all these stupid. Oh, I just want football to be back like British. Oh, fuck off. Grow up. Say that, I've been watching most of the Euros game. One of the Euros games on right now. I'm watching it. Not really. It is on in the background.
Just fucking knock them over. Just like, what's going on here? Obviously, I only have music on. I don't follow football.
Well, I don't have the sound on.
I sometimes listen. I just see clips on my page. That's all I do, and I just like it and move on. I've no context behind the meme. But obviously, Ash seen one of my from I think the last Euros that someone posted of their granddad, Harry Kane missing the goal, and then he just goes, "You fucking just proper."
You can. It's just really fucking. But I mean, it was an important penalty. That penalty cost us the fucking Euros. I'm pretty sure. Like. It was an important penalty, and it's a notorious choker, Harry Kane, who couldn't win a trophy to save his fucking life. He's winning all the records. He's getting all the goal scoring records. He's represented England for a long time, but like he moved to Bayern Munich, who pretty much have a stranglehold on the German football scene. I'm going to win some trophies, Bayern. Sound. Doesn't win any trophies at fucking Bayern Munich. It's like moving up to Scotland and like, all right, it's time to win. I'm going to Celtic. The Rangers have won this season. What? What do you mean? No fucking way. It never happens. Fuck the Rangers. Celtic all the way. It's been fun though. I like the Euros because it's. I like the international competitions just because it's a good excuse for just me and my brother to just watch a bunch of football. So, like, it's always just good fun. Because I don't know, it's just football. It's good fun. I like the sport. I'm still a football pleb. I can't lie. One of my mate Jake made me realise that I am indeed a football pleb. I don't know what the fuck's going on. I don't know anything like tactically or technically about the sport. I just like the storylines. But with all that said, I do look forward to when the football season gets back in order. I look forward to when my local team starts doing their friendlies and I get to see the squad. But football is fun.
I couldn't find the article, but I've seen somewhere. I can't find it again. The women's football team, I don't know if you've heard about this, but they lost 40-0.
Yeah.
Yeah, they lost 40. And the manager...
Against another women's team?
Yeah, against another women's team.
Fuck.
And the loser, right? The losing football team, their manager got an award for, like, best manager of the month. for not giving up. And I'm like, that is based as fuck. Here's an award for you being shit. Thank you. Thank you.
You have achieved a feat no one has ever seen before. You were on the losing side. Like, oh, fucking hell.
No. We all can't be winners, but none of us can be losers like you. Fuck
I mean,
off.
I'm not about the fucking you lost his an award. Fuck you. Get better. You can't just be good immediately. You gotta struggle to get better.
I think that one fella.
We all sat through the first year of watching Walford. It was shit. It was shit. Only popped off at the end of the year. And even now, we're back on the downward trend. We're going back to fucking. We're in the trenches again. Trying to get everybody excited about EastEnders when no one cares and the vocal minority thinks it's shit.
What was I gonna say? It's what was I gonna say? Hold on, give me a second. Let me just think this. I agree. I agree to an extent of not getting an award if you lose. Gotta try better, lads. But in saying that, it is like I've never gotten an award in my life really. Actually, I've got one, but that was because I was the best in a low-level English class. You know, that's like you get an award for beating a tiger, but the tiger is like dwarf tiger, has fucked up disabilities. It's like it's not really the same.
I mean, a fight's a fight, like. I'd dust off that fucking tiger. I get an award out of it. Fucking, yeah. I don't condone animal abuse.
Fucking.
But if I was in an octagon, it was like that. For what makes me, it feels like a fucking outlaw show where you had Eddie Hall, former world's strongest man, versus two dwarves. And he just I don't know if they were dwarves, so I can't lie, but anyone in comparison to Eddie Hall looks fucking tiny. So maybe I'm just making that shit up. I think he was like two twins, and he just battered them both. Like if I'm in there, and they say, "Oh, you're fighting," I don't know, you're fighting some like fighter. Like, all right, you got McGregor. Sound, I'll fight him. And then at the last minute, McGregor's done and like got himself arrested or something. And they wheel out like some fucking like some baby like gorilla. I'm still banging out that gorilla. I'm still polishing that gorilla off. All the euphemisms. Look, you gotta fight what you gotta fight. What do I get? I want fight of the night, motherfucker. That bonus gonna get me through medical school. I don't know what's going on. It's gone off the rails.
What I was gonna say, it's like that one Instagram account I follow where he just posts Andrew Tate. Like, no, men, you know, you when you lose, you just
fuck bitches, get money. What?
Like,
don't respect them. They're all hoes.
Do you know that? Do you know that Chad music I put in for you when I did that video of you?
Yeah.
Yeah, it's just
to bring me the horizon.
Yeah, it's just like that song, and it's like Andrew Tate going, when you get knocked down, you just have to get back up again, and you know you have to fight until you win. Just like what I did. I know I have a Bugatti, and it's like, all right, mate.
Did he say it like that specifically?
No, he didn't.
A Bugatti.
A Bugatti.
Bomberclat. Sorry, you even say that?
Bomberclat.
I mean, it's just the fucking. I don't know. The grifters. The grifters. Like, I'm gonna tell you how to become successful. Like a lot of it. I'm not saying a lot of it does make sense, but a lot of it at the core can make sense. But obviously, a lot of it is just fucking nonsense. Like, if you tell someone, you just have to believe in yourself. Like, yeah, it's good advice. But it's like, yeah, believe in yourself and think everybody else is a bitch. Like, fucking, alright, can we go one step at a time now? It's not a fucking world competition. It's not survival of the fittest. Like, some of it is probably good advice, but a lot of it's just toxic masculinity bullshit. And I know, I already went through the first cycle of toxic masculinity bullshit. Not personally, but growing up. Like, still, even then, like, schools were still full of toxic masculinity. No one was talking about their feelings, etc., etc. I still went through that the first time. I don't want to see it again. I thought we moved past that. I thought we stopped fucking doing it. I thought we respected women now. Like, fucking, come on. Just,
A side note.
like,
Side note. You know what song's currently playing in my ear at the moment while we're going through this rant?
yeah.
Simple Plan's Untitled. How could this happen to me? And I find this
Don't know
crazy.
how he kept a straight face.
I don't
but
know
yeah,
how-
it's just like, just, I don't know. It's like, look, I didn't have a dad, and if I, like, you know, sometimes you want that male role model. You know, you want to feel like you're strong and you're powerful, but like, don't fucking pick this dickhead. He's not even strong enough to have hair. How strong's he? Fucking, he doesn't even have hair. He could afford a fucking hair transplant. He could get them fucking small hairs banged into his cranium. He doesn't know, does he? Because he's the token of masculinity. Look at him, he's bold as fuck. Like, oh, great. Fuck.
Also,
It's just dumb. Just don't look up to fucking shit people. And that's why I'll be giving my educational seminar. No, all nonsense.
I also saying up before we get into these EastEnders, did look at Smiling Friends. It's a great show. Just waiting for the season finale of season 2 to air. It's 11 minutes long. I'm not saying it's an acid trick, but it is like this show where you just put on and you just sit there in silence and giggle. Like the Halloween.
That's like the way I describe it is it's like an Adult Swim, like 11-minute like animated show.
Yeah, and basically
just for context.
In season 2, there's a Halloween episode. Even though it came out in like March, so it's supposed to be a Halloween episode. And the whole premise is that Charlie keeps making Alan and Pim get jump scared. So the entire build up is, will Charlie get jump scared?
Jump scare. Ah! There we are.
And then at the end, the character called Mr. Boss freaks the shit out of Charlie, goes, oh, like that, and then just fucking, and then he's like, man, stop it, I have a pacemaker, please, stop it. And I don't know why, I just liked it. I believe there's also one where it's a take on Lord of the Rings in season 1, and it was just good. So yeah, Smiling Friends, recommend this show, lads. Would you watch it? It's on Channel 4.
Probably not. You know me. I watch about 1% of the suggestions that people give me, and then even if I do, I watch about 4 years afterwards. I don't really watch animated shit. So that's just me. I'm wrong in all avenues. This bit of car crash for podcast, so let's end this segment. Let's wrap that up. And let's talk about the EastEnders. I'll repeat the headlines as expected, and then we'll go into it one by one. First up, we have Maya and Harvey. Then we follow through with probably the meatiest topic of this week is the christening. Then the Father's Day blues. Will struggling with sextortion. He's been extorted for money because he sent nude pictures to a catfish. I sent nude pictures to a catfish once.
Me too.
Oh yeah. Catfish was me. Here's Piggy's penis. It's just
big fat belly in the way and everything. Tits on the show and everything.
People probe the Six. Phil and Sharon, and finally people probing the Six again. But let's start with the very small stuff of Maya and Harvey. During a lunch, he ends up just sitting down with Maya. They have a lunch at Walford East. Maya wants to keep talking about Harvey's kids, and kind of it's like, do you have a son? Do you have a son who's a racist? Do you have any kids? Oh yeah, I got Dana. Dana's great. Do you have any other ones? Specifically men. It's fucking like she's probing for something. So obviously Aaron gets mentioned, and at first he's like, he's a good kid. He had his problems, said old Aaron, but he's still my kid, and I still love him. and she wants to know what he did and like who he was. Obviously, Aaron, his son, he was involved in like a far right group who hated Muslims, hated just anybody who wasn't them, essentially. I kind of like white privilege, that kind of shit. He was a racist nut job. And what he was supposed to be involved in is he was supposed to plant a bomb in the Argy Bargy, which was going to uncover Tina and was going to do that. But obviously that got shit canned because, I don't know, they just ran out of time or something. Like, who the fuck knows? And he was quickly wrapped off screen and he was never seen again. He's now up in Newcastle serving time for, like, terrorist activity. I don't fucking know. Oh, yeah.
Terrorist activity.
He did the terrorism. He also attacked a man and it blinded him and like fucked up his life completely, which is what people think may have happened to Maya and Maya's supposed husband, who was like beaten up so badly he went blind. And if we're judging the previous conversations, he's now dead. So that is the reason, as far as we know, as to why Maya would be looking for Harvey and Harvey's son. And this all kind of gets a bit too real, though, when she's like, love the person, not the crime. She gets upset, she runs off. And then later on, we see that she's looking up Aaron Monroe. He's looking up what he did, his crime, and just, she's not particularly upset this time. So it does feel like something weird is going on with Maya. And I don't know what it is. Like, is she some weird reporter doing like a story on like the alt-right and like families, or like people think that they slipped in the captions and they called Maya, I think it was Rani or something. So like maybe she's not even who she says she is. Much to say about the Maya and Harvey stuff.
Oh.
No, fair enough. It's interesting to see how it unfolds, really. There's been a lot of suspicious shit going on. So time will tell what is actually going on. But there we are. Let's move on to the christening. Christening for baby Jordan, Chelsea and Gray's kid. And a thing that Yolande organised because she wanted to feel a bit closer to God, and in a very rough time she wanted something to put all of her time into. And Yolande and Patrick, they're pretty alarmed when they hear nothing from Levi. Levi has vanished without a fucking trace. He's gone. Some people are saying, you always see like the Metro articles where it's like, did Pastor Clayton murder this character? It's like, no, he fucking didn't. Come on. Like, the fans suspect something suspicious with Levi's disappearance. Probably not even going to be addressed. Like, but yeah, so they're a bit alarmed. They consider not going to the baptism, but Yolande puts her foot down. And Patrick kind of asks for the ceremony to be postponed or cancelled, but Chelsea doesn't budge. Yolande continuing to be a little bit annoyed because Patrick can't keep his fucking nose out. Obviously, she knows why he's doing it, but ultimately, he's still interfering. Elaine attempts to comfort Yolande about Levi's sudden disappearance, but she is struggling to deal with Clayton. But Elaine just generally like perks her up and it's like, you're going to go to that christening, and you're not going to let him stop you or define you. The pastor makes Yolande feel bad by implying, like, yeah, if you bring any bad shit to the church, you don't want to the baptism. It would be a big shame if you made it all about yourself and your problems. And it's like, all right, you little fucker. Oh, you wouldn't bring your problems to this little boy's christening, would you? And this unsettles her. But when she's gifted a nice gift, a little golden cross by Chelsea, this kind of locks her in. She's like, I can't not go now. Like, I've just been given a gift and I'm the godparent. Fucking Chelsea's talking about how like the outfits and everybody looking smart and looking neat, and I'm gonna have to take family pictures. I mean, first and foremost, why did it look like fucking Chelsea was wearing a fucking what's the neck brace, the fucking neck collars that are like all the old people wear? Like it looked like she had that as a fucking headband. Looks like she just flipped it up. Just me, my fucking neck brace as your hairband. Why is it such a weird color? And speaking of outrageous outfits, Kim fucking comes out with the most ridiculous shit I've ever seen. She's giving the Queen a run for her fucking money with the size of that hat and like the tuft of fucking shit just everywhere. Like, just goddamn. I love Kim. Kim is fantastic. Would you wear that hat?
Yeah, I would. Did you see the sneakers? Did you see the sneakers combo on Denzel suit and sneakers?
Yeah.
That's me. That's me, brother. At a fucking.
Yeah, but you're not wearing the suit, are you?
I'll wear the top piece. I won't wear the bottom piece. Wear a pair of jeans underneath, you know.
Yeah. Business casual, as they say.
Go in a pair of underwear and then fucking suit on top. Boots at the foot.
Yeah, you do. You do what you want, mate.
Safety boots at the bottom, you know, or what are they called? Fucking steel toe cap boots. 2 pairs of them.
No. Fashion crimes is what I describe them as. And obviously Chelsea's like, "What the fuck are you wearing, kid?" Like, it's just he doesn't say it, but it's like, "What the fuck is happening here?" Where'd you even store that hat? That hat needs its own wardrobe with how fucking outlandish it is.
Is that going to be in the EastEnders warehouse? Like, I fucking
hope so.
Of memorabilia.
But yeah, she has the most ridiculous hat and outfit as the Fox Drummonds. They are enjoying. They're all like kind of laughing at each other and like with each other rather. But Denise realizes there's some tension between Yolande and the pastor. And as Denise goes to leave the pastor, like, "Oh, Denise, Chelsea wants you, blah, blah, blah." And then he fucking traps Yolande in the room and uses the occasion to make her feel worse than she already does. It's like, oh, fuck this pastor, man. Piece of shit. And Yolande helps Bernie feel a little bit better because she arrives a bit late to the baptism. And she makes her feel a bit more okay and feel a bit more confident. But then Bernie gives her something to think about, saying like, "I wish I was more like you. You always know what's right and wrong, and you always have the confidence to speak up when you feel like something bad's gone down." And this obviously gives her confidence to do what she does later on. Chelsea, Patrick, and Yolande all stand at the front as he is baptized. And when they got to take a picture, the pastor places a hand on Yolande's back, which makes her fucking lash out and freaks her the fuck out. Which he looks like a cat that's got fucking cream. The little bastard. He's like, yes. He's so proud of himself for fucking traumatizing Yolande. Which, the entire time they stood up there, I don't know about you, but it felt like it's just like, "Oh, don't fucking do it. Don't fucking do it. He's going to do it. He's going to fucking, he's going to touch Yolande and it's going to be uncomfortable."
I was just disappointed, honestly. Not on the touching bit. I was disappointed that they didn't get a water gun. Like what they used to do.
the old water gun. Fucking hell.
Yeah. It's just fucking.
Yeah, it's just. Whoo! That went better than I thought it was going to go. It sounded a bit strange at the start, but it got it in the end. Yeah, there wasn't actually much water. Some baptisms seem mental. It's like, all right, it's fucking. There's like this video. Do you ever see the video where a guy just stood behind like a fridge or something, and he just like, pew! And like fucking shoot someone in the face with a water gun whilst they're having a look.
Oh.
It's good times. That's how all baptisms should take place. Although my favourite wholesome clip is like the compilation of like this nan This like granny who like who whenever she sees this one like shop worker, she like pulls out a water gun.
Oh,
And they have like a little stand up. That's wholesome as fuck. I love that clip because you just see her like, and you see him just find more ridiculous reasons to pull out a water gun. And I think the one she has like two, so like yeah, just like oh, it's great. It's wholesome as fuck.
I'd be shocked. You know, it'd be more confusing if that worker left that shop and then that granny just started doing it to another coworker. What the fuck are you doing, love?
Yeah, that's love it, absolutely love it. That clip does give me life, though. I do love that clip. It's just they're both so proud. They're both so proud of what they've done. I'm like, yes, I'm too cagey to do anything like that to anyone. Leave me alone. But yeah, moving forward though. Yeah, so Yolande freaks the fuck out because, you know, fucking, like, placed a hand on her back pretty much brings her right back to the sexual assault. So she obviously swears the pastor, kind of freaks out, storms off, and then she finds herself at the police station where she does finally aim to report the sexual assault. Hopefully get some justice over what the pastor did to her. And after the christening, you know, because nobody knows where she's gone, she's not responding to anyone. They'll worry about where she is. And Yolande tells she reports it, tells a policewoman, like, yeah, maybe I felt slightly responsible because we were spending a lot of time together. I did like the attention, but, you know, he was angry when I voiced my concerns. He made me feel bad over suggesting something like it, and breaks down recalling him touching her again at the christening. And yeah, it gave her the faith and the belief that it's time to report it. What sets her back a little bit is learning that, yeah, this first interview is a bit of a formality, really. You're going to have to do it again. You're going to have to dredge over all of your trauma again at a different place to a different person. But, you know, at the sexual assault clinic, it'll be recorded and it will be done more thoroughly. As the pastor heads over to the Foxtremans and tries to get the details, trying to figure out what the fuck, like where Yolande is, and trying to plot his next plan of attack. And he's like, oh, I'm just curious, you know, it's absolute prick. Denise wants Patrick to open up what's wrong with Yolande, and he still keeps it stum. He goes, look, I failed everyone when I wasn't here. I wasn't able to protect everyone. I wasn't able to keep everyone safe. And Yolande has called Elaine as her support, and she vows to stay with her the entire way. But when she gets back, she decides it's time to sit down the family and tell everyone the truth. And we don't get to see Yolande explaining what happened. We just see the aftermath of everybody being like, "Oh man, how'd this happen? Like, how'd we let this happen? You know, could I have done more?" And they're all kind of kicking themselves at how they didn't see how much she was struggling, but they're all kind of like, "Yeah, but we were keeping it hidden anyway." It's like, it's good that you all know now. But when Chelsea mentions that the pastor was here earlier, Denise gets angry and goes to storm off to the community centre to just essentially tell him to fuck right off. Like, you will not go anywhere near this family again. Denise, Patrick, and Yolande all find at the community centre Pastor Clayton getting arrested, and it feels like there is some justice, as it was very satisfying to see the pastor getting fucking hurled into a police car. I don't know if he did get hurled into a police car, but just him getting like we are arresting you on suspicion of sexual assault. It was very satisfying.
Is he going to get away with it?
Only time will tell. Everything suggests that he could easily get away with it. He's done it before with multiple victims. But I don't think they would have... I can't imagine. I think it'll be a very long road. It'll take a very long time to get there. But I do think in the end he will get arrested and finally charged for his crimes. Because they wouldn't have made it as disappointingly like sad as it was, knowing that he's done it before, without actually getting the justice that all of the women he's assaulted deserve. That's how I view it personally.
Mm-hmm.
At least I like to believe so. It feels like they wouldn't have done it otherwise. But with these cases, there's always a chance it doesn't go the way we would like. So yeah, you have to still have it grounded in reality. So yeah, but we can hope. Anything else on this, or should we move on to the next topic?
We should just move on.
Next up, we have Father's Day blues. This, obviously, Father's Day was in the week. I never remember that Father's Day exists because, well, my dad's dead. Like, well, how the fuck do I need to remember what Father's Day is?
Come on.
Do you do much for Father's Day?
No. I just woke up, sent him a funny gif, and that was it. Happy Father's Day, sent him a funny gif of 2 cats, and that was it. Yeah, just Happy Father's Day, Dad. Yeah. Happy Father's Day, son. Yeah. More breakfast in bed, you fucking miserable shite. Oh yeah, sorry, Dad. Couldn't even bring me a cup of tea to fucking bed. What kind of son are you? Oh, sorry, Dad. Sorry.
Still didn't make him the cup of tea.
He's still waiting for it, brother. Did buy him a kebab.
All right, fair enough. Hopefully you did something.
Bought him a kebab, yeah, you know.
He's doing all the work.
Yeah, he's gone to collect my tablet's gone to leave whistling out the door. He's just started whistling out the door, like singing to himself, like, oh, it'd be nice for you to respond to me. And I'm like, I can't. I'm recording a fucking video, lad. I can't just go, yeah, see you soon, Dad.
Yeah, you can. It's funny. Shinsuke
Nakamura. Actually, I should just switch to the 2 of us for that. Father's Day is an interesting, like, honestly, Father's Day is great in a sense, like, because your dad never expects anything from you, really, because you know, he's always the one who is just like, I gotta keep straight face for the family, you know, I gotta keep head held high. So it's just nice when your father goes, hey, remember it was Father's Day today? I'm like, oh, shit. Sorry, Dad. But I don't mind Father's Day though. It's a great time to celebrate with your father. Even though I didn't really celebrate much with him, I just bought him a kebab and went, see you, Dad. Alright, son, see you fucking shortly. I went back onto my bed and went to sleep. That was mostly it. You have any Father's Day memories?
I mean, not really. He died when I was like 12, and I didn't have. I wasn't capable of critical thinking. Fucking. And I got the tism. I wasn't doing shit. What do you mean? I got to put someone else first? Jesus, that's too much effort for dumb young me.
Didn't even make a macaroni fucking Father's Day card.
He made the cards and shit. But you know, we're not a very affectionate family. Like my love language is you, like, everybody who I care about should at least understand that I'm happy that you're still alive. That's it. That's it for me. That's about as far as it goes. I'll say some nice things occasionally because people should do that sometimes. But yeah, I'm glad you're not dead. Happy Father's Day. Obviously can't say that to him because he is dead, so fucking it's a bit of a catch-22 there. It's not really a positive outcome.
Does he not appear to get like the 3 fucking, like the what's the movie? The fucking the Christmas Past movie? Scrooge McDuck.
Fucking Christmas Carol.
Yeah, Christmas carols. You know, appear like as a ghost, going, Ash, remember me? Ooh. I'm gonna show you.
And then I'll be like, Dad, what do you think of the trans issue? And then he just vanishes again. Yeah.
No.
Well, that's always a worry. Like, how would he think about issues? I don't think he'd be the most progressive. He does live in buttfuck farmland, for fuck's sake. But one can hope.
I mean, my dad is very progressive. My dad showed me trans shows when I was a kid. You know, he just showed me all these.
And he turned you gay.
And he was like, and it was just like, son, just remember, treat everyone equally. Don't hate everyone. You know, there's people are
bullshit.
There's going to be different than you, and you have to live with it. He does misgender people, but that's by accident. He doesn't mean to. But
yeah, it's not malicious, right?
Yeah, he's not actually going. That's a he. No, he's not like.
I will say, I think. I think it would just be that like confused dad where he's not actually malicious, but ultimately he doesn't really know much better.
Yeah, my dad is very much like I can't joke. Like I sometimes joke around and I'm like, spray me, dad, because they spray deodorant on me. I stink and I go outside. And he's like, oh, spray it. That's what your mother said to me a few years ago. Hey! And I'm like, oh, fuck's sake, father. Just makes all them jokes like I can't bring you to England, son. You'll start talking about the IRA. And I'm like, oh, true, but still. But he is excited to go to like Wales next year. So he is. Cardiff. That's going to be his birthday present. Is me bringing him around England, the God's greatest country. Yeah. But like Father's Day is, I recommend that anyone who has a father who actually is nice and not actually a dickhead, who's actually a responsible father who does put himself and his kid with him, and not just like, get me a can of beer, get me a case of beer, please. Want shakes as well, Dad? Yeah. All right.
Yeah, it's just appreciate the family that you have that are actually good. You know, actually make them feel appreciated. Families bicker like a motherfucker, but at the end of the day, it's just still gonna make people know where you stand. And if it is all positive, fucking tell them. They've earned it.
It's just funny because I was a bit of that kid who said the N-word and stuff, and I was a bit creepy to girls. But obviously I was a child, so like, you know, I kind of like, you know, I kind of still am like that kind of, but I'm trying to be better. And so it's just like
probably, but Piggy does not say the N-word.
I do not say the N-word anymore. I say the K word.
K?
Knickers.
Ah. Grand.
Get
me worried for a second, eh?
But yeah, my dad just taught me, don't be homophobic, don't be racist, treat everyone equally. It's like, it's very weird.
Yeah,
I just find that weird because I don't feel like most parents teach their kids to like be progressive. I'm not like, no offense to your mother or anything. I'm just saying it feels like.
Yeah, but you say that like I'm a fucking prick. You say that like I'm not those things. I didn't really need the guidance. I managed to grow up with a very fucking like. Obviously, there was like the fucking was a bit of the toxic masculinity there, like as growing up, and yeah, a decent chunk of gay slurs thrown about. But fundamentally, I just kind of went. I got no problem with any of these fucking people. Like, you know. I managed to get the good side Tumblr of just being very open and honest and very, very welcoming. Like, I don't fucking care who you are, what you do, or what sexuality, gender, fucking race you are. Like, we all have the same goal, and that's to fucking exist and try be happy. I respect it.
Like
like obviously my mum was kind of she was mentally preparing for one of us to be gay. Because she always be like, oh, you know, if you weren't, that's fine. You know, problems. Yeah, mum, not. I don't think any of us are gay. Yeah, well, if you were, though, it's perfectly fine. Like, yes, yeah, fair enough, mum. Like, no, I pretty like, and even then, so I kind of joked that my dad probably wouldn't be too progressive. I think he was kind of, he just said the things that everybody else said, you know. He would be like, immigrants, and it's like he doesn't really believe that though, does he? That's just fucking stupid pub chatter for most people.
Like the story that always buckles me that my dad tells me was when he was in the pub one time. And obviously in the old town they had 3 flags hanging up. The Kildare flag, the Irish flag and the Pride flag. And obviously this as we call them, gambling people walked into the pub and my family just don't bloody understand why the Pride flag is hung above the Irish flag. My dad just went, gee, the Kildare man, it was good, wasn't it? He's like, yeah, I agree wholeheartedly. I agree, and he's just like sat there like, don't fucking talk to me. That's what he told me. He's like, because he's like, there's 3 things you never talk about in the pub, son: politics, religion, and like political things. I forget the other one was. And I'm like, yeah. He's like,
just politics and religion. It's always. Look, it's because everybody has such a polarizing view on it. There's a chance that if you hear something you don't like, you're just going to immediately decide you don't like that person. So it's just don't talk about those things. It's just easier. Like, why put yourself on a pedestal when you could just talk about fucking just knob around, you know? I get it. I respect it.
I like obviously like my dad just like helped me through my mental health issues. Obviously, we're going to see Deadpool and Wolverine together because obviously I bring him for some Marvel movies. But my favorite is, I don't know if I told you last year, but there was I went to see Spider-Man Across the Spider-Verse, the new Miles Morales one.
Yeah.
So obviously this kid in front of us, I believe he's called Lee, and his friend. So obviously when we're watching the film, obviously it's a good film. So as we're about to leave, Lee just pops around behind us from the chair he's in front of us, and he goes to my dad and goes, "Who's your favourite Spider-Man? Tobey Maguire, Andrew Garfield, or Tom Holland?" And my dad's just sat there like, well, you know, Tom Holland is good, Tobey Maguire is good, Andrew Garfield is good, you know. And he's just like, so, and he's like awkwardly nudging me like, "Son, will you answer the fucking question?" And I'm just sat there giggling, and he's like, "Son,
Nick, he doesn't have a fucking clue.
Son, what you did to me in that fucking cinema, I will not forget, son. I fucking remember." He always brings it up. He's like, "I just remember being sat there," and he's just awkwardly fiddling with his fingers, like, "Don't fucking know, I don't care." I just like Spider-Man. That's, you know, but I do recommend like fucking just bring something, like bring an older person to a screening of a Spider-Man film, and just get all the Spider-Man nerds to question them. Being like, "So who's your favourite Spider-Man? Who's your favourite Green Goblin?" Like, come on. So you just be sat there like, "Oh, fuck you, son." But yeah, you can continue with the EastEnders. I just wanted to talk about this.
Yeah, sure. Father's Day blues. We had our Father's Day talk. Fine by me. There we are. Phil wants to feel closer with his boys, especially with Ben inside, and he's not really the first choice parent for any of his kids. Like, obviously Raymond prefers Denise, Albie prefers Sharon, and who else he have a kid with in the 6?
Albie.
Yeah. Shit. Well, didn't he say three of my baby mamas? Oh yeah, because Ben and Kathy. All right, got it. Yeah. Fucking forgot everything for a second. Pretty much all the dads are having a rough time. Phil wants to spend time with literally any of his kids, but no one's like, "Oh yeah, Phil, you doing right? Yeah." Sound. See ya. "Oh, you want to spend Father's Day?" Just door slams in his face. Like, oh well. And they all do this fucking Father's Day fishing trip, and it's a no phone day, and we see all the grumpy kids. Billy's upset because he never went fishing with Stevie. Denzel is angry because of the steroids. We see he's got some of the old steroid acne on his shoulder. Don't look him up. I just got a spot. All right, leave me alone. All right, I may be juicing up, but I've not got steroid acne. All right. No, yeah, and Will is angry because of no phone. Sharon helps Callum realise that Phil wants to be on the call with Ben, but he sets her off and ruins Phil's time with Albie. And Billy tries to figure out what's wrong with Will, but he's like a brick wall. Stevie gets annoyed with how fucking aggro everybody is, and Ari's like, look, it's Father's Day for fuck's sake. Like, come on. There's one day to just forget all the bullshit. It's today. And then all the dads get excited and sing about the football coming home. Which is good fun.
Where the kids are just sat.
Oh, Dad, please stop dancing. Oh, guys, please.
Do you ever go fishing before?
No, but I kind of want to. I want to do it at some point.
Me and you at Wembley, we go fucking fishing.
Yeah, in London. All right.
We'll go fishing at some point, me and you, Ash, you know.
Nah, I think about fishing. I think I'm going with me brother.
Oh.
Sat there, chilling. It sounds fun, but sounds boring. But obviously, I feel like it obviously depends on the company, right? If it's something you don't like, well, it's fucking good. Like, the next day is an absolute nightmare, but sounds fun. Probably not something I do regularly, but something that sounds enjoyable. I have to do a couple times a year.
Yeah.
Denzel and Howie make up. He has a little crier at a Father's Day card that Denzel gives to him. I do love it. I love the little dad cry. It always like buckles me, because it's never like full on crying. It's one singular manly tear. Yeah, cheers, mate. But always funny to me. Jack tells Ricky is proud of him for being a good dad, and Stevie slips up and calls Billy Ted. Ted is obviously his fucking other son, who he knows nothing about. Like, you know, Teddy is a big bold fella. So subtle, isn't it? It's very subtle.
I mean, he's going to be here next week, lads, or this week coming.
Oh yeah, it's like the spoilers are teasing that Sharon's got a mystery romance. It's Teddy Mitchell, for fuck's sake. It's gonna be the other Mitchell. Like, it's gonna be him, isn't it? Yeah. You're telling me we have a better Phil Mitchell who's more attractive and has his shit together. Oh, come here, Teddy. Right. Look, some people suit being bold. Phil does not suit... Well, Phil suits being bold, but Teddy, fucking delicious bold, man. Of course. Incredible. Stevie catches Will thieving from Honey's purse, and a message is sent just demanding money, and Stevie needs to know what's going on. Will explains how he was catfished, and now he's dealing with sextortion, where obviously someone's got nudes of him, and they're threatening to leak it and share it with his family for money. So he sent his Bobby to some girl. Now he's been asked for 300 quid.
I found a loophole in this.
Mm.
He's a minor, so even if they send the nudes, he's a minor. You have child pornography on your phone. He's like 16 in the show, so maybe 17, but still, it is child pornography.
Yeah, but with this case, it's usually very hard to actually get rid of the trace of all the pictures, right?
Yeah, but still, you still, if you
apparently on the show he's 16 years old.
Yeah, so apparently if you leak it, like, it's not going to affect him as much, because you're going like, oh, he is child pornography, you can get fucking arrested. I know the lad might be the same age.
Yeah, but if someone's doing it through a catfish, it's going to be hard to, like, fucking get, is the problem. I get it. Yeah, for sure. I get it.
I can't say I want to see the length, but, like, is he
What? You've just said he's 16-year-old, and now you're asking you want to see the length?
The length of the phone.
You fucking weirdo.
But
cut that out, editor Piggy. No, it's fine.
I just want to know what is he embarrassed of?
What? Your nudes. Nudes are a very private thing. Only share it with a select group of people.
Fair
Oh, you
enough.
said I got catfished once. But at some point, I got catfished, understood it was a catfish, and went, fuck it. Fuck it, I just send everything, who cares? Never heard from them again either, so...
They must not have liked it.
Yeah, it's apparently not. I mean, to be fair, it was me when I was working at the co-op, so I did put the belly on. Like, I was packing the heat. But like
What?
my entire everything, my entire body. And at some point, I just want to show it off. Fuck it, who cares? Yeah, the catfish. But dude, I don't fucking care. Did they try to extort me for money? No. But yeah, I probably could have been quite dangerous, really. But some fucking horny fuck out there has nude pictures of my body, so
I can't wait till we get popular and someone ends up finding in our nudes.
Yeah, I mean, yeah. I mean, at that time, you don't want to. I wouldn't want to know. I don't want to remember how I looked in that. Fucking penis isn't even that impressive.
I mean, a penis.
They told me. They told me.
I mean, a penis is very hard to photograph, like without it looking ugly. You know.
This is an EastEnders podcast. We need to get into the art of nudes.
No. I'm just saying you can't just hold on. I'll switch to the two of us. Oh no, that's the wrong one. You just can't sit there, camera like that, fucking.
Nah, I say you never get that face in there. No one ever wants to see your penis and your face in the same picture, unless you're like rippling abs in a mirror. But like, if you're taking a picture, like, hey baby, like, nah, never do that, man. Get some lighting. Don't take it on the toilet, for fuck's sake. I mean, alternatively, don't send nudes if you're underage. That's a thing to do. It happens, of course it does. But obviously, only send it to people you trust. And even if you may trust them, they may turn out and fucking leak them around anyways. Because fuck those people. I wasn't a big nude sender in my teens. I can't lie to you.
Me neither.
My adult life, of course. That's something else entirely. You know what I'm saying?
Obviously, when I was a bit of an adult, I felt a bit lonely and I wanted a bit of interaction sexually. I know I just don't care.
Yeah, I'm not really. I took me a while to realise I was asexual and went, nudes don't actually do much for me personally.
Like, obviously, I was on all these dating apps, and now when I got my new phone, I'm just not on any of them. I'm still logged in on my other phone, but I'm just not logged in anymore. I'm like, because
it just sounds like a hard one to do, mate.
What, nudes of love?
Man, the time-old question, the duality of man. What is best, nudes or love? No, I don't fucking know. I'm just you on a dating app. Like, I'm shit on a dating app, but I can't imagine you.
I mean, there was this guy who was very interested in me. I spoke to his sentences for him, and then I just never responded to him. He's still waiting on me to respond to him. He sat there by the telephone, looking out the window. Maybe one day Piggy will respond to me. Maybe one day. No, love, please bring me Piggy.
Yeah, it's I'm not very good at the dating apps.
I mean,
to no one's surprise.
I mean, obviously, I had a lovely interaction with a lovely trans woman this past year, and they had like an own gimp mask and everything, and they were very, very, very exciting person, I will say. And that's all I can really give out. They were let's just say they were. Fuck, I changed again. Let's just say they were an interesting person.
Exactly. It's I don't even know where to take that. But yeah, yeah, nudes. What a time. I who the fuck knows? How do I get back on track here? But yeah, he sent his booby. He sent it to some girl. Has now been extorted for 300 quid. Stevie gets Will to apologise to Billy and then enlists Big Mo to help snuff out the blackmailer. They then decide to shift a bunch of old toasters to try and raise the cash, like, off the market. But Honey spots it and says, yeah, donate that to the charity, but also, fuck you. He explains that he explains he lost some money, but he will make that money, and they all prepare for the concert in the memory of Lola. But now, away from the concert, to continue on with more shit, because there's a lot of shit that goes down. People probing the six. So start part 1 or 2. When Karen starts asking questions of Linda, she sticks to the story and says enough to ease Karen's worries. The problem is, though, Callum gets suspicious and doesn't buy into the story. And this is furthered when Johnny storms in and tells him to back the fuck off. When Karen's speaking to Sharon, Callum explains how something doesn't add up about the Dean case. Bernie and Karen then make up, while Bernie reminds her that staying here isn't worth it. Callum convinces Phil that something is awry, and he immediately heads off for Sharon's for answers. And he gets even more suspicious when he sees a shifty text from Linda, and he says, I ain't leaving here till you tell me what's going on. And now we enter Phil and Sharon. Phil directly asks her if you were involved in Sharon's murder, in Keanu's murder. She keeps trying to make up excuses, but Phil keeps piecing things together. And he's like, well, yeah, but you said he left you, but like, he starts to think that Sharon killed Keanu. He says he knows when she's lying and does believe that it's Sharon, and he then says, look, I'll go and ask Linda what happened. And she finally breaks and explains it was Linda who killed Keanu. She fully explains it was Denise who attacked Nish. Dean wasn't even involved, and then Keanu came around looking to take Albie. How he strangled her, and Linda saved her by stabbing him. Stabbing him in the heart and not the arm like she should have done. Fucking bitch. Still love that one. Never forgetting that one. Phil holds Sharon's hand. He then says, like, look, he was trying to strangle you. Like, he was trying to kill you, for fuck's sake. Like, how could you still love him? He still tried to fuck you up. He's baffled at the whole thing and how stupid it is. He also says, why the fuck didn't you come to me? Literally covered up murders before, for fuck's sake. Why didn't you come to me? I would have handled it. But she mentioned how she wants Albie's dad to be there for if she goes down. Sharon thinks she may be cursed. Everyone she loves dies. And Phil breaks it through in explaining how, yes, Keanu did try to strangle you. Like, you know. They talk through their history, and Phil tells her that he'll always have her back. And Phil then starts to think to the future, like, maybe this is my last chance as a dad, as a husband. And then he immediately switches on Linda, like, oh, Linda's a risk, she's a liability. But she's like, nah, come on, there's too much to lose. She makes him promise that he won't do or say anything. And they both suggest maybe they are soulmates after all. He wants to feel a part of Albie and Sharon's lives, but they... Oh, wait, hold on, I completely missed it. Obviously, Phil and Sharon kiss. Which... I don't know. Do you want Phil and Sharon?
I don't mind. Honestly, don't care. Sean, have it. Why not?
Yeah, fair enough. Like this Phil and Sharon feels a bit different though. This Phil and Sharon doesn't feel like it's all based on trauma. So like, if they actually build something nice out of this dynamic, I'm fine with it. Like, fuck it. We will manage. I'm sure some people were screaming. Yes. And then the day after, Phil wants to be a part of Albie and Sharon's lives, but she cannot guarantee more than friendship. And later on, Albie and Phil get along, and he asks Phil if he's his new dad. Phil agrees, and it's a nice little scene. Phil's it's always wholesome when Phil's being a dad. Well, unless it's to Ben. But yeah, that's all that stuff. Back to people probing the six. We're there. But yeah, I suppose before that, I like the progression. I like that Phil knows. I think it's going to be pretty important for Phil to know. And yeah, I don't know. I like it. I'll take this Phil and Sharon, not any of the previous ones, as long as they are actually trying to be happy together and not just coexisting. Pretty much. As people continuing to probe the six, Callum keeps on the investigation to everybody's upset. They decide Jack must be the one to swear him off the case. He tempts him away. No. Jack tempts Callum onto his team to try and get him off the case. Jack reports in and swears that it's safe, but Johnny doesn't feel safe with this and needs to continue. Doesn't feel safe knowing that something is up with the case. And Johnny says, the reason you're doing this is because you're struggling to deal with Ben leaving, isn't it? You need to move on. Spend some time with Lexi. Don't look at this case at all. There's nothing interesting at this case whatsoever. Don't look at it, please.
Shouldn't that just be
definitely not suspicious? I'd say it's more of a red flag where it's like, yeah, definitely don't do anything about this case that you definitely don't want to do. It's definitely not anything important. Don't look at this case at all, please. So what? I wasn't even looking that much. Yeah, just don't do it. It's not fun, is it? Fucking hell.
Please don't look at the case. Please. I'll give you a lollipop. A lollipop? Yeah, what flavour do you want? Strawberry. Alright. Here you go.
Yeah, just focus on your kid now. It's fine.
I'd love if he turned into a child. Like, do you want a lolly, Callum? Do you want a lolly? A dick-shaped lolly? Oh, I'd love that, Johnny. Thanks. Gives him a little lollipop. Here you go. Or just tempts him away with food, like I would. Oh, don't look at the food. Don't look at the case, Piggy. Why? I buy you a full English. Oh, you bastard.
Yeah. But yeah, and then finally on to the talent show, which was a nice bit of comic relief in an otherwise pretty dour week. Stevie and Mo have a big argument, but they quickly make up and prepare for the talent show. At the talent show, Priya sings Barbie Girl, and it might genuinely top Howie's little dance moment with Kim and the doppelganger, where Howie's doing like this, because we hear Priya absolutely butchering Barbie Girl, and then the instrumental kicks in. We see Martin, and Martin just kind of goes like fucking. He starts bopping to it, and it's great. It's overtaken Howie's little. It's overtaken that for me. It was fucking incredible.
Is fucking what's his face? Is your favourite still Christmas 2018 with Phil and Rainey singing?
No, that's your favourite. But Martin just suddenly just hearing the shit. It's fucking come on, Barbie, let's go party. It's the timing. They nail these little musical timings for sure. It's so good. If you haven't seen it, go to the Watching Walford Twitter account. Gee, plug that. I do actually tweet there sometimes. Look at me go. Jay sings another rendition of "You Look Wonderful Tonight," which was a nice little callback. Mate, I've seen some balance stance for why oh, yeah, that's disgusting. Excuse me. Just slipped out. Fucking the bounce are like, why we have to see this shit again? It was shit the first time. It's like, oh what? How'd you not enjoy it the first time?
I just wish he started. I wish he started "You Look Wonderful Tonight" and then just went from "You Look Wonderful" straight into Wonderwall. Fucking today is gonna be the day that you die of cancer. By now, you should have realised that you shouldn't have got cancer.
No, I'm alright, thanks.
Or where is your boy? Instead of "Where is your boy tonight" by Fall Out Boy or Grand Theft Auto, replace "boy" with "girl." Where is your girl tonight? she's dead.
But yeah, it was good though. It was the funny moment of the little. That was great stuff. And yeah, so it was nice. CJ sing "You Look Wonderful Tonight." It's a nice callback to Lola. It's nice that Lola's still actually being. Lola's probably got more storylines being dead than she has when she was on the show, so it's nice to see her still mentioned. And then we get to the main event. Stevie performs a magic trick. At first, he pulls a rabbit out of the hat, and Mo's like, "I'm an assistant, not a miracle worker." Decent. Phil says it's rubbish. It's only a toy rabbit. And then Stevie says, "If you're not impressed by a toy rabbit, I can show you an elephant." As he goes to unbuckle his fucking trousers, and I'm 90% sure everybody was genuinely buckled at this. If you look at the clip, everybody's just fucking absolutely wrecked by this line. He absolutely nailed it.
Do you reckon that was improv?
Even Phil was just kind of like. Ugh. I don't think I think it was. I don't think it was improvised, but I think they didn't. They didn't tell everybody that he was gonna do the trouser fucking motion. I think one of the writers said, "Yeah, this was written in. It was supposed to be funny, but I told him on the second take to do the trousers thing, and it genuinely caught everybody off guard." But it's just great. It's just fucking. I can show you an elephant. Everybody panicking.
Do you reckon he's the 66-year-old man who killed his girlfriend with his massive cock? Do you reckon he's the man? His elephant cock.
See, when you say it like that, it sounds horrific. When you say it like that, it does sound horrific. So maybe don't bring it up as a reference because it's not that funny. But yeah, good stuff. Great, like I said, great humour. And Martin does some dodgy juggling. And at the end of the week, the money has gone from the top hat and it's all vanished and all the fingers point to Stevie. Obviously, it's not been taken by Stevie. It's been taken by Will, for fuck's sake. That's the outcome, and that's the week of EastEnders.
But how the fuck did Will get the money?
I don't know, he showed up and he fucked off.
Yeah, but surely, they'd spot him taking the money.
Well, someone did it. I don't know. Surely they would have, but. But yeah, we chilling. I don't know. I got nothing. This was a week of EastEnders. It was pretty good. I enjoyed it. I thought it was. Yeah, it was. Sorry, I'm getting distracted by everything. What did you think of the week, mate?
I liked it. It was a fun week of EastEnders. I'd recommend it. I love the talent show, and I loved how Will is being blackmailed. He's getting a storyline. It might not be the best storyline, but fucking give him props. He's getting a storyline.
Yeah, he has. Yeah.
Although, would I prefer if Queen Janet had a storyline? Yes, because no one can fucking fuck with Janet. You fuck with Janet, you fuck with us. The Watching Walford crew. We're going on to set and kicking your ass. While Ashes, I'm just going to stand, walk behind them and go, yeah, don't you fucking star with Janet. Ash is going to kick their ass. I'll just hype them up.
Why am I dusting them off?
Look at you. You have the Scott Steiner arms.
Exactly.
But I did enjoy Will getting a storyline. Obviously next week, fucking Big Tedders himself enters.
Yeah, the new Mitchells on our screens next week.
Yeah.
But yeah, no, it was a decent week. I did enjoy it. I think Stevie is really fucking good, and I absolutely love him. And I desperately hope that he's not going to die soon, because I just love him. He's just great. He nails it every single time. I really have good fun with. I know it's just decent week. That's decent comedy. Like I said, the Martin moment is buckled me to no end. It's perfect. Some of the comedic timing on some of these actors are incredible. And yeah, and it's nice to see the pastor hopefully getting some fucking hopefully see Yolande get some justice. Do I think it's going to be as easy as I would like it to be? Probably not. But yeah, let's do the awards. Underrated.
Oh, Stevie's elephant.
Big Mo. I missed her. I didn't think I was gonna miss her. I didn't miss her till that Aunt Babe Twitter account clip where it's like, I think it's set to Nikki and it's just Mo just doing what she does. She's been great, and I'm glad that they've actually made her I'm glad that they've allowed her to do something rather than not. Like, when she was there before, she would do the comic relief, and then she'd fuck off. But now she's with Stevie. Like, there's a lot of really good material that they've been given. So I like it. Big Mo underrated. Who needs slapping down?
The catfish.
Fair enough. Yeah, the catfish does indeed need slapping down. Stop extorting. Also, 300 quid. Mate, no pocket money's paying for that shit. Like, fuck you. How much money do you reckon he has?
Why couldn't it be a higher price?
Well, because what do you mean? I'm saying that 300 quid's a bit much. He's not going to fucking say $1,000.
Yeah, I'd say $2,000. Fucking get that money out, pal.
Yeah, well, 300 quid seems reasonable in comparison.
What,
how was he raising $2,000?
Magic show. Lemonade stand.
Am I right?
Imagine him with a little lemonade stand. Would that not be funny?
Yeah, but how was he making $2,000 out of it?
Better than a horse.
What's he putting in that lemonade?
No one knows. You don't ask. You only receive.
And the Keanu Taylor Award of Excellence. The most wooden of wooden portrayals.
Well, just because his father is his stepfather is dead, I'll be you get the award.
I'm gonna give it to fucking Howie's bait that doesn't exist. He couldn't catch a fish with any of that.
Why couldn't he just buy bait?
Well, he forgot. He didn't realise you needed bait.
That's
fucking silly bastard.
That's the entire point.
Yeah, well, look, some people just I don't think about things too often.
Like,
don't blame me. Don't blame Howie. There we are. Cheeky jump scare.
You just don't walk into a lake like a fucking caveman and fish.
Well, he also could have just asked like Billy or Jack, like, "Oh, God, lad, do you have any bait? I forgot mine." What are they going to do? Say no?
Yeah, get your own.
But yeah, there we are. That is another edition of the Watching Walford podcast. It's episode 77. If last week was the we're full of beans, everything's back to normal, this week was the oh fuck, school tomorrow. I've got a bit of a headache, I'm a bit tired, I need some food in me. But here we are. Hope everybody enjoyed it for what it was. It was one of the podcasts of all time. But regardless, if you want to join in on the conversation, we have a Discord channel you can join. There's a link in the description. We have a Clips and a TikTok channel. And finally, if you want to like the video, comment or subscribe for more things Watching Walford. Thank you for watching. Make sure to join us in the next edition. See you then. Bye-bye.